Ryan Court, First Attendant Kinsey Collins, Second Attendant Emma Butts, Ninth and 10th grade attendant Nevaeh Hightower, 5th and 6th grade attendant Michaela Simpson, Little Miss Sarah Harden, Little Mr. Joseph Cantor, and those that couldn't be with us are 3rd Attendant Grace Lundy and our 7th and 8th grade attendant Lauren Carroll. We're going to get started with our 9th and 10th grade attendant contest, starting off with contestant number 1.
Good evening. My name is Sadie Stumbo. I'm 15 years old and in the Medallions 4-H Club. I will attend Oak Hill High School as a sophomore this upcoming fall. Thank you. Contestant number 2.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Micaiah Jenkins. I'm 14 years old and a freshman at Jackson High School. I'm a member of the Irish Hurricanes 4-H Club. Thank you.
Now going on to our Queen and Court contest, starting off with contestant number 1.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Summer Dickerson. I'm 16 years old. I'm a part of the Totally Awesome Kids 4-H Club, and I will be attending Jackson as a junior this coming fall. Thank you.
Contestant number 2.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Maggie Mercer, and I couldn't be more honored to be here with you all tonight. I'm currently a 9-year-long member of the Ridge Runners 4-H Club, and I'm 17 years old. This fall, I will be attending Jackson High School as a senior. I hope you all enjoy the contest. Thank you.
Contestant number 3. Good evening, everyone. My name is Abby Thompson. I'm 17 years old and part of the Barney Rascals Buchanan Clovers 4-H Club. This upcoming fall, I will be a senior at Jackson High School. Thank you. Contestant number 4.
Good evening. My name is Grace Callahan. I'm 18 years old. I'm a part of the Ridge Runners 4-H Club, and I'm a 2-year member of the Jackson County FFA. I'm a senior in high school, and thank you all for coming out tonight.
Contestant number 5.
Hello everyone, I'm Amaya Jenkins. I'm 16 years old and I'm part of the Irish All Kids 4-H Club. I'm an upcoming senior at Jackson High School and Buckeye Hills Career Center. Thank you.
Our MC tonight, Amanda Collier. Amanda Collier is an assistant director for the Jackson County Fair Cleaning Court. She also served as the 2002 Jackson County Fair second attendant. She is a 2011 graduate of Hopkins College and currently works as a building secretary for Jackson City Schools at Westview Elementary. She currently serves as one of the advisors for the Ridge Runners 4-H Club, serves on the Jackson County 4-H Advisory Council, and is on the Friends of 4-H Committee. The mother of her 11-year-old son, Kane, and his furry siblings, Alistair, Boo, and Beckett. Amanda and her husband of 14 years, Aaron, reside in Jackson, Ohio. Her son, Kane, also served as the 2022 Jackson County Fair Little Mister. She enjoys spending time with her family, helping Kane with his market gate project, and taking family trips to Tennessee whenever possible. Ladies and gentlemen, please give Amanda Collier a big round of applause.
I'm going to give this to you, my dear. We will use that later, okay? Some housekeeping here before we get started. We cannot do this without sponsors. So we want to thank our sponsors for this year. Without them, we would not be where we are today. So we want to thank Andrea's Prom and Bridal, Jackson County 4-H Advisory Council, A.L. Terry Jewelers, Broadway Blooms, Kayla Kincaid with Eleora LLC, Duff to Dawn Designs, Best Title, Anna's Deer Processing, Amanda Collier, 2002 Jackson County Fair second attendant, Kylie Castle, 2017 Jackson County Fair Queen, Presley Sexton, 2021 Jackson County Fair Queen, Haley Ross, 2024 Jackson County Fair second attendant, Hannah Blackburn Smith, 2013 Jackson County Fair 7th and 8th grade attendant, 2020 Little Miss Michaela Simpson, the Ross family, Jessica Taylor, and most importantly, Parks Edge for letting us use their facility to have our contest. Let's always remember to support local because they support us. Let's give them a big round of applause. And 3 people who are our most important people in the room today, and I would absolutely not want to be them today. They have had such a tough job and have been hanging with us since 10 in the morning with interviews and now to this very last contest. They've driven a long way to be here with us, so I'd like to introduce them to you. Our first judge is Joe Harrison. Joe brings dedication, creativity, and a servant's heart to the judging panel. A proud U.S. Army paratrooper veteran of the Bosnian conflict. Joe has also spent 16 years as a youth pastor and currently serves as the head pastor of the Christian Lighthouse Church in Marion, Ohio, a role he has held for the past 3 years. His passion for the pageant world spans 30 years, where he has worked behind the scenes in everything from costume design to seamstress. Joe is happily married to the beautiful queen, Ms. Tammy Harrison, where together they grades share a deep commitment to community and service. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joe Harrison. And with Joe comes Tammy Harrison. Tammy brings a wealth of experience, leadership, and passion to the judging panel. She currently holds the Miss Ohio Modern Woman title within the AmeriFest system and is a proud U.S. Army veteran who served during the Bosnian conflict. As a successful entrepreneur, Tammy owns multiple companies and has dedicated 36 years to the pageant world, earning numerous titles along the way. Beyond her professional accomplishments, she is a devoted wife of 28 years, a loving mother of 3, and a grandmother of 6. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Tammy Harrison. And last, but absolutely certainly not least, we have Leah Hartshoe. Leah is from Crawford County, Ohio. Leah worked in special education for 17 years and now works as an educational consultant. She is a varsity swim coach at Whitford High School and volunteers with several activities at the school. Leah, her husband David, and son Levi are generational beef and grain producers. She also has been a 4-H advisor and had been the Crawford County Junior Fair coordinator for 22 years. Leah encourages all youth to take advantage of every leadership opportunity 4-H and FFA can offer. Apply for the trip opportunities, serve as the club officer, join the youth boards, and take every opportunity to learn and build your leadership and communication skills. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Leah Hartshoe. This is your last round, guys. And then you can breathe for the rest of the night. Maybe.
That's if we don't get beat up in the parking lot.
Okay, so we are going to start our contest tonight with our 9th and 10th grade contestants. So we'd like to welcome contestant number 1, Sadie Stumbo. Sadie is 15 years old and is a freshman at Oak Hill High School. She is a 7-year member of the Medallions 4-H Club, where she holds the office of secretary. A 6-year member of the Canine Clovers Dog Club, where she is the president, and a 2-year member of the Junior Fair Board, where she serves as the secretary. Sadie is also participating in her first year as a member of the Oak Hill FFA. Her 4-H projects this year include market lambs, fancy poultry, drug and alcohol abuse, and how the herd multiplies. She will also be a camp counselor for her 2nd year at Canners Cave 4-H camp. At school, Sadie plays clarinet for the Oak Hill Marching Band, concert band, and pep band, and is also a part of the band leadership team. She is also in the Drug-Free Clubs of America. Ladies and gentlemen, this is contestant number 1, Sadie Stumbo. It's been a long day. How are you tonight, Sadie?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am excited to see how this contest goes. So, Sadie, you're really involved in 4-H. Out of your 4-H club, your dog 4-H club, and the FFA, which is your favorite and why?
Out of all 3 of my clubs, I can't really pick a favorite because they're all different. My dog club is where I get to work with my dog and different people that are in my FFA and 4-H groups. Thank you.
Okay, and you're really involved in a lot of things at school, but what does being a part of the band leadership team mean, and how did you get selected?
So our band leadership team is the team that helps our director. We plan games and events for our band, and how I got on this team was I applied, and we did a video, and our student body voted, and I just happened to get on. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is contestant number 1, Sadie Stumbo. Oh, no. But wait, there's more. Sadie is going to select, this is the only competition that's different, by the way, so I've been on a roll for the last 2 contests. Sadie is going to select a question from a fishbowl here, and she is going to answer this question. Choose a fair food to describe you and why.
If I had to choose a fair food to describe me, it would have to be taco in a bag.
One is because it's literally my favorite fair food ever. And there's different aspects to it. So there's the crunchy chips, which means when I'm being tough and being a leader. And then there's the cheese that melts when I can be a little more soft and lenient. Thank you.
Okay, this is the second step. Let's welcome contestant number 2 to the stage, Micaiah Jenkins. Please applause. Micaiah is 14 years old and is a freshman at Jackson High School. She is an 8-year 4-H member and is currently in the Irish Hollow Kids 4-H Club. Micaiah is on the Junior Fair Board, and her projects this year include market rabbits, poultry, sewing for others, and photography. At Jackson High School, she participates in Drug-Free Clubs of America, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Business Professionals of America, Student Council, Leo Club, Wind Ensemble, JHS Marching Band Auxiliary Flatline, and track. Ladies and gentlemen, this is contestant number 2, Micaiah Jenkins. How are you doing, Micaiah?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am good. Let's get into it, okay? How do you get selected for Junior Fair Board, and what do you do as a member?
To get selected on Junior Fair Board, fill out an application that is then reviewed by our advisor, Maddie Allman. What we do as a member is at the fair, we clean up and help pass out ribbons and
What are your responsibilities as a representative on the student council at school?
on student council, we have many responsibilities. Some of them are helping out around the school and volunteering in gift drives and events around the school. Thank you.
Okay, you ready for a fishbowl question? Nobody knows this one, all right? Okay. Reach in there and let's see what you get. Micaiah, if I was a genie and you could wish for one wish, what would you wish for?
If you were a genie and could grant one wish, I'd wish to become the 9th and 10th grade attendant. Even though I had a little mess up, I hope to do better and get the attendant. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is contestant number 2, Micaiah Jenkins. Okay, judges, this is going to be your first contestant for Jackson County Fair Queen and Court. Contestant number 1, Summer Dickerson. Summer is 16 years old and is a sophomore at Jackson High School. She is a 5-year member of the Totally Awesome Kids 4-H Club, where she is the vice president. She also serves on the Junior Fair Board. Summer's projects this year include market turkeys, fancy turkey exhibition, a self-determined project focusing on reptiles and amphibians, and photography master. At school, she participates in Drug-Free Clubs of America, Beyond Our Borders, Jackson County Leo Club, and is on the Iron Ladies varsity soccer team. Summer is a member of the Colton Freedwill Baptist Church and takes pride in giving back to her community. In her free time, she enjoys riding four-wheelers, mentoring others, playing soccer, doing makeup and nails, attending 4-H camps, caring for her animals, and helping others with their projects. Summer also has a passion for leadership, service, and making a positive impact on those around her. Ladies and gentlemen, this is contestant number 1, Summer Dickerson. Okay, how are you tonight, Summer?
I'm terrific. How are you?
I am doing good and would not want to be a judge tonight. Summer, looking at all your 4-H credentials here, I was most intrigued about this. Explain to me what a fancy turkey exhibition project is, and how do you prepare for that show?
A turkey expedition project is a fancy poultry. So they lay eggs and they're not meant for meat production. Like I have a Austrian heritage and he's meant for egg production instead of meat production. And how I get him ready for the fair is I make sure that he's washed 1 week before the fair. I make sure that I walk him around with my cane, and I make sure that he's just all pretty for the fair. Thank you.
Okay, and what has been your biggest reward as being a mentor to others?
My biggest reward is seeing others succeed. I love just watching people be able to achieve what I couldn't, and maybe even go farther than I could. Thank you.
Okay, it's fishbowl time. Here comes Katie. Summer, your question is, what morals or values has your family instilled in you that you still use today?
What morals or values my family has instilled in me is being kind to everyone and treat people like you treat your own family. I definitely have used that throughout my life, and even now, whenever I'm scared or I'm anxious, just like this, and I just want to be mean to them because I'm scared, but I decided to choose kindness because it's always the best way. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is contestant number 1, Summer Dickerson. And now we have contestant number 2, Maddie J. Mercer. Maddie is 17 years old and is a junior at Jackson High School. She is a 9-year member of the Rich Runners 4-H Club. She has experience showing dairy beef feeders, market rabbits, and market goats. Currently, she is raising 2 market goats for her project this year. At JHS, Maddie is involved in Student Council, Leo Club, National Honor Society, Drama Club, JHS Marching Iron and Percussion Line, Wind Ensemble, BPA, Drug-Free Club of America, Triad Music Association, YLA, and the media team. She is employed at Rowdy's Smokehouse and also runs a face painting business. In her spare time, Maddie enjoys singing, Broadway musicals, playing drums, spending time with family and friends, and listening to Harry Styles. Ladies and gentlemen, this is contestant number 2, Maddie J. Mercer. How are you doing, Maddie?
I'm so happy to be here. How are you?
I'm happy to be here too. All right, Maddie. How long before the fair do you have your Market Goat project, and how do you get them ready to show in July?
So I usually get my market goats at around the end of March, early April, and I spend every morning and every night feeding them, changing their water to make sure their environment is not only safe for me to work in, but healthy for them as well, because I believe animals are just as important as people. But I start walking them usually 2 months before the fair to make sure they're bracing right and they're walking right and just in general ready for the fair. Thank you.
Okay, and this is probably going to be a tough question for you. But which would you rather go to? A Broadway musical or a Harry Styles concert, and why?
See, I practiced a lot of questions, but I didn't practice that. In my opinion, I don't think it's realistic for me to get Harry Styles tickets just because of how expensive they are, and I already tried that once. Therefore, for as many musicals as I've been to, I'd probably just go see another one of those, because as many Harry Styles tickets as there may be, I can just watch that online and attend a Broadway show in real life. Thank you.
Okay, Katie, here comes Katie with Fishbowl. Maddie, what makes you the person you are and why?
So I definitely believe growing up, the thing that makes me the person I am is my confidence. 4-H has taught me so much about being confident, starting at the age of 11 and growing up. And you get back down and you get knocked down, but you always get up again. And just like I am here today, I've tried out for multiple other contests and failed time and time again. But here I am standing before you, being confident and just being my natural self. Thank you.
Okay, this is contestant 2. And next we have contestant number 3, Abigail Thompson. Abigail is 17 years old and is a junior at Jackson High School. She is a 9-year member of the Barnyard Rascals 4-H Club, a 6-year member of the Canine Clovers 4-H Club, and is also a 4-H camp counselor. Her projects this year include rabbits and dogs. At school, Abby plays soccer, basketball, is on the auxiliary line for the JHS marching band, and she also plays oboe in the wind ensemble. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome contestant number 3, Abigail Thompson. You know what I'm going to ask. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am good. All right, Abigail. So you're in 2 different 4-H clubs. Explain the difference between your 4-H club and your canine 4-H club, and what are your roles in both of those clubs?
The difference between my Canine Clovers Club and the Barnyard Rascal Club is the Barnyard Rascal Club is more directed towards my rabbits, and it's all about the general projects at the fair. Whereas the Canine Clovers Club is more directed towards dogs. And my role in my club, I serve as the vice president. I've been in the club the longest, and I'm able to help the newer members learn how to teach them whenever their dog needs to sit down, whenever it's healing with them, or how to get their dog to lay down or heal. Whereas in the Barnyard Rascal Club, my role is to serve and teach others how to flip the rabbits. Or actually, at the last meeting, I scheduled with 2 of our group members to teach them how to do the ropes and how to start the rabbit project, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, very good. And we're going to talk a little bit about school involvement. Which do you like better? on the flag line or playing oboe in the wind ensemble, and why?
That's a really different question because I love both of them and I've been playing music my entire life. But being on the flags is truly just an amazing experience. And all the members on the flag team are amazing, and just learning how to twirl the flag and just being able to do that and be involved in that, that's probably my favorite.
Okay, fishbowl time. Are you ready? Abigail, use 3 words your friends would use to describe you. Explain.
3 words my friends would use to describe me are empathetic, resilient, and loyal. I believe that, I think that in a friend it really matters to stay loyal to that person and to be there for them no matter what happens. I think today it's difficult to find friends that are very reliable due to like AI and all of the gossip going around. And so for me, it's important to keep those main qualities that we used to see in a friend and not talk bad about others and just be there for them whenever they need it and be empathetic to others and not spread around anything and just spread kindness to the world.
Okay, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, this is contestant number 3, Abigail Thompson. Let's welcome contestant number 4 to the stage, Grace Michelle Callahan. Grace is 18 years old and is a senior at Jackson High School, as well as a College Credit Plus student at the University of Rio Grande. She is a 13-year member of the Ridge Runners 4-H Club and is also the president of the FFA chapter at Jackson High School. Her projects this year include carcass goat, market lamb, market goat, horsemanship, ranch horsemanship, and ranch riding classes. Grace is employed part-time at Hire of Jackson Event Center and Henderson's Western Wear and Arena. She works in sales, modeling, product displays, promotions, and digital marketing. She is also a lifelong member of Wesley Cope Church, where she participates in their senior high youth group and serves on the annual retreat planning committee. This fall, Grace will begin her journey as a full-time nursing student at the University of Rio Grande. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 4, Grace Michelle Callahan. You know, I'm going to ask, how you doing?
I am so grateful to be here tonight.
Okay, so your 4-H involvement and your FFA involvement, a lot, okay? But I'm going to dig into this. What has been your greatest accomplishment as a member of your FFA chapter?
My greatest accomplishment was awarded to me 1 year early, which was the Presidential Community Service Award of over 600 hours. I was awarded this a year early. It is meant to be awarded in your senior year for 600 hours or plus, and I was awarded it my junior year. So I accumulated that in 3 years, and this means a lot to me where I get to go out in my community and see what we have achieved.
Very good. And tell me, you have 2 part-time jobs. Tell me about being in digital marketing for your job at Henderson's. What does that entail?
So it's definitely keeping up on the trends. I post on TikTok, I post on Instagram and Facebook. I get product displays in the store and I take videos, and I've actually reached 1 million likes on one of my videos on Instagram.
Okay, it's fishbowl time. Here comes Katie. what you get. Grace, what are some qualities that make a good friend in general, and why?
The first quality I look for in a friend is loyalty. It is really easy to get lost in the first thing that everybody's doing and the first thing that is trending, but a friend that will stay loyal to you and a friend that will stay loyal to themselves will take care of you.
Very good. This is contestant number 4, Grace Michelle Callahan. And let's welcome contestant number 5, Amaya Jenkins. Amaya is 16 years old and is a junior at Jackson High School in Buckeye Hills Career Center, where she is enrolled in the Early Childhood Education Program. She is a 9-year 4-H member and is currently in the Irish Hollow Kids 4-H Club. She is currently serving her 2nd year on the Junior Fair Board, and her projects this year include poultry, rabbits, cake decorating, sign language, and babysitting. At school, Amaya is involved in Drug-Free Clubs of America, Skills USA, concert band, a member of the auxiliary flag line with the JHS Marching Band, and is employed by Witt's Frozen Custard in Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 5, Amaya Jenkins. How are you guys? I am good, thank you. You waited the longest time. Now here we go, okay? Let's get into it. From all of your 4-H projects this year, which do you prefer? Livestock projects or general projects? Please explain.
The project I like the most is probably my fair projects for animals, because I like showing animals and I love taking care of them. Thank you.
Very good. And explain to us what being a member of Drug-Free Clubs of America means.
Being a member of drug-free clubs means showing that you are drug-free, always being sober and never doing drugs, and helping others in need. Thank you.
Okay, and here comes Katie with the fishbowl, or basket. Amaya, who outside of your family has influenced you?
The person who has probably influenced me the most is probably my teacher, because she's a very hardworking person and dedicated to her job. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is contestant number 5, Amaya Jenkins. All right, ladies, I'm going to have you stand. Judges, this is your first look at your contestants for 9th and 10th grade attendant at Jackson County Fair Queen and Court. Let's give them a huge round of applause. All right, and you're going to follow Katie and Kenzie. We're going to take you outside and then bring you back in one by one for the final question.
The story right now.
contestant number 1 for 9th and 10th grade attendant, Sadie Stumbo. Okay, we're going to put this together here, okay? Sadie, how do you feel social media has affected teenagers today?
While there's many good aspects of social media, the disadvantages outweigh the benefits. One thing that is good is about promoting volunteerism and being confident in yourself, but there's also influencers who fake their personality and fake their life on camera, and it makes teens want to follow those trends and keep up with the latest, and it just sucks them into their social media. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 1, Sadie Stumbo. Let's bring out contestant number 2, Micaiah Jenkins. Micaiah, how do you feel social media has affected teenagers today?
I feel that social media has affected teenagers in a negative way. The AI that is on social media impacts everybody in and around our school in a not so well way. And I think that we can improve that. Thank you.
Very good. This is contestant number 2, Micaiah Jenkins. Judges, we're going to bring out contestant number 1 for Fair Queen of Court, Summer Dickerson. Okay, Summer, here we go. Okay, Summer. Do you need the crown, or does the crown need you? Why?
I believe that the crown needs me because I believe that the Lord is able to give me it. I've prayed and prayed and prayed the past couple days just for me to be able to get on board. I don't care what it is. It could be queen and I'd be ecstatic for it, or it could be third attendant, and I'd still be ecstatic. Thank you.
Very good. Contestant number 1, Summer Dickerson. We'll bring out contestant number 2, Maddie J. Mercer. Maddie, do you need the crown, or does the crown need you? Why?
The crown definitely needs me. I feel like everyone loves a beautiful crown and, makes them confident. But without it, I feel like I'm just as confident in myself without a title, even though the crown does have a pretty nice touch. Thank you.
Contestant number 2, Maddie J. Mercer. Let's bring out contestant number 3, Abigail Thompson. Abigail, do you need the crown, or does the crown need you? Why?
I think the crown needs me because I would wear with confidence and pride, and I think if I need the crown, then that's me trying to push for it, and I think that the crown would just look beautiful on me. So.
Contestant number 3, Abigail Thompson. This is a great question. Contestant number 4, Grace Michelle Callahan. Okay, ready? Okay. Do you need the crown, or does the crown need you? Why?
I believe the crown needs me because I feel with my social media presence and my experience in agriculture and advertising, I believe I could take the Jackson County Fair even further than it is, as the 4-H motto intends, making the best better.
Contestant number 4, Grace Michelle Callahan. And last but certainly not least, contestant number 5, Amaya Jenkins. Amaya, do you need the crown, or does the crown need you? Why?
I would say the crown needs me because I'm very kind, I'm always helping people, and I love to give back to my community. Thank you.
Contestant number 5, Amaya Jenkins. All right, ladies, I'm going to have you stand because these 3 people in front of you have the world's toughest job right now. Judges, this is your final look at your contestants for 9th and 10th grade attendant and Jackson County Fair Queen and Court. Let's give the judges a big round of applause and the girls. Back to the back, and we'll be back to find out who your new 2026 9th and 10th grade attendant and Fair Queen and Court are. Stay tuned. to thank our judges for driving over 2.5 hours to come help us out today for, I think, was the hardest task to date for our contest. So please, let's give Tammy and Joe and Leah another huge round of applause for coming and helping us out today. I want to give another shout out for all of our sponsors that I listed at the beginning of the contest. Please remember to support local because they are the ones who support us. Give them a big round of applause. I would like to personally congratulate each contestant tonight that tried out. It takes guts, it takes courage, and I encourage you from the bottom of my heart, do not quit, keep going. Because eventually, one year, it will be your year. So let's give another round of applause for every contestant tonight. With that being said, let's find out who your 9th and 10th grade attendant is. The envelope, please. Thank you, ma'am. Drum roll from the judges. Your 2026 Jackson County Fair 9th and 10th grade attendant is contestant number 1, Sadie Stumble. And now we're going to find out who your 2026 Jackson County Fair Queen and Court are. And it's being personally delivered under lock and key by Joe.
I'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Jackson County Fair 3rd attendant is contestant number 1, Summer Dickerson. Your 2026 Jackson County Fair 2nd attendant is Abigail Thompson. Your 2026 Jackson County Fair 1st attendant is Maddie Mercer. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Jackson County Fair Queen is Grace Callahan. Let's give these girls a round of applause. We would like to invite you to the 2026 Jackson County Fair, being held July 17th through the 24th at the fairgrounds in Wellston, Ohio. And we invite you, when you see these lovely ladies up there, please come say hello, and they will be happy to show you around our fair. Have a great night, be careful going home, and thanks for your time and attention.
Oh my goodness.